Hey everyone, this is Stephen Booth with Genius Book Publishing and Genius Publishing Studio. I have been off camera for probably about 3 weeks, and I've actually gotten some emails from some of y'all saying, Stephen, are you okay? Is everything all right? I haven't seen you on camera in a while. I wanted to report in on what I'm doing so that you understand why I've been absent for the last 3 weeks or whatever it's been. I have been working on a project to reconfigure the Genius Book Publishing website to build the thing that I've been talking about, this funnel that I keep talking about, this magical funnel. Awareness at the top, the author in the middle, and then people being ready to buy when they're done at the bottom, okay? And I learned some things. Specifically, what I learned is that even though I'm responsible for only the bottom of the funnel, which is to say when somebody's ready to buy, that I make it available to buy, apparently that there's more to it than just putting the book up on the website. It's not sufficient to just put the book up on the website. What it is, I need to have it on the website, or Amazon notwithstanding, okay? Amazon's its own thing. But I need to put it on our website and make it so that it's interesting, it's something that people want to buy, and it's friction-free. In other words, there's nothing standing in the way of somebody making a decision. And so I have been working on redesigning my website, which I'll share with you at another time, so that it's more like a bookstore. Everybody's gone to Barnes & Noble or whatever, and they walk around, they browse, they pick up the books. Nobody bothers them. They read some of the books. They decide whether or not they want to buy the book. Nobody even talks to them until they try and get to the door. If they have books in their hands, they have to stop at the cash register. That's it. Nobody's going to tackle them. Nobody's saying, you're ready to buy. Nobody's saying that. And what I'm trying to do with this entire thing encompasses the whole funnel. So I'm sending ads to a few authors' pages, and the idea is to get the people who have never heard of these authors to know who they are, to understand that they're humans, which is a big deal for me, and that they have a certain thought process that some people may want to be interested in being involved with. And it takes them from unawareness to awareness. It puts the author squarely in the middle, not necessarily dynamically, but certainly as a human thinking human thoughts. And then when somebody's ready to buy, they can just go down to the bottom of the page and there's the book. They can read the sales copy, which is totally normal. There's a look inside the book chapter. It isn't necessarily chapter 1. Sometimes it's chapter 6 or whatever we thought was a good chapter to introduce the book. There are three kinds of people. There are people who open the book at the beginning. There are people who open the book at the end. I don't understand why they read the last line. And then there's people like me who open the book in the middle. So this is a open the book in the middle kind of an experience. And so the point is that once they click on the book, they can read the sales copy, they can read the look inside. There's the cart button. It's got the stars if you've got stars. It loads the cart. And then there's a button that goes directly from that page into the checkout page. It doesn't go through the cart page, which is another friction point. It's extra clicking. It just goes straight into the checkout. Checkout takes less than a minute, and everybody's happy. So that's one thing that I was working on. And then the other thing that I was working on was we're still having a problem with readers buying one copy of one title and never coming back. And what I'm trying to do is put website in a position where it's selling multiple titles of different authors at once. So I want to encourage people look at 5 different authors and go, wow, these are cool, and buy 2 books or 3 books. And that's what this is designed to do. There's still some build out that I have to do. There's still some technology that I have to figure out. But it's just a matter of making the website more comprehensible from the point of view of the reader, more comfortable, and more compelling to actually buy something because they're like, oh, this feels really good. I like this experience. I'm going to find a book that I want and go to the cash register and whatever. And that's the experience that we're trying to build. So that's why I've been absent for the last 3 weeks. I've been building that thing. It's been more experimental than the actual coding of the website. Doesn't take very long. It's trying to figure out what it is that I want to say because I'm doing something a little off script for standard e-commerce. I actually had a conversation with an e-commerce advisor for the Small Business Development Center. And he goes, "Are you allowed to do what you're doing with Shopify?" And I said, "Of course I am. I can do whatever I want." And that's what we're doing, is we're doing whatever we want. Anyways, I will be reaching out to some of you in the near future to plug you into this thing. I have to roll it out very slowly. There's a lot of work involved in starting each page. I'll happily share with you the links to the people who are live, and we'll go from there. But please don't contact me and say, "Stephen, I'd love to be involved in this." You're going to be involved with this. Believe me, it's just a matter of how quickly I can roll it out. So that's it. That's all I've got. Thank you very much for listening, and I'll see you in the next video.